Yoeli Romero, WBA champ.
He can get it. He can get it, no problem. That'd be a fun fight. That excites me. Ryan excites me. You see that in there? I don't want to give people that. What, scared fighter? He's scared of his own shadow. He didn't even want to throw a jab in case his own jab caught him back.
He can't even put us in the same sentence. He's nowhere near my level. And like I said, he's Eddie's little puppet. He does what Eddie says. Conor Benn is an accomplice nowhere near what I've accomplished. If we both were to retire today, ask boxers, ask the fans whose career would they rather have, my career or Conor Benn's career. And I'm younger than Conor Benn. He hasn't accomplished nothing. He hasn't done nothing in the sport of boxing. His biggest win is against a weight drain guy, and then he lost the first fight. He had a rematch to get a win against a guy that was weight drained. He did a rematch clause, did all these stipulations. That's his biggest win of his career. And the guy that he lost to, that he had the weight drain to put all these stipulations on, was never even world champion. And I love Chris Eubank, but he was never even world champion. He can't even put us in the same sentence. He's nowhere near my level. And like I said, he's Eddie's little puppet. He does what Eddie says. Eddie has been hating on me for a while now. Every chance he gets, he talks down on me. Eddie Hearn. Yeah, like I said.
Devin Haney at 147. Impressed with what you saw?
No. I mean, Bill, they're not happy with me because I said it was boring. How boring was it? I mean, like, let's be honest. Like, you know, and I said on the broadcast, I give Devin respect. He's become a 3-division world champion, but it ain't good to watch. He doesn't want to engage at all. So it's not. I'm not having a go at them. I'm just being honest. He doesn't look like a guy that really wants to be in there. But anyway, well done to him.
What did His Excellency make of Devin's performance? Did you chat to him about
No comment.
Because we had the Tom and Jerry comment
no
before.
comment.
So,
Haney Ramirez.
I can't see past Haney's lawsuit, man.
You can't. So you got Ramirez.
I can't see past Haney's lawsuit.
You think it was the weakest move of all time?
It's embarrassing.
The weakest of all time.
Look at Miguel Cotto, the way he handled it against Margarito.
Right.
Like a man. Gave him the ultimate punishment by giving him a beating in the second fight.
Right.
Not a lawsuit, man.
Right.
How do you see the fight going with him and Devin Haney?
Depends how Haney comes out, if he's confident or not confident. Based on his last performance, he is showing me as a confident fighter. I feel like he'd be banging trouble if he's not. Norman's a big puncher, based on his last fight with Jun Sasaki. It's a very dangerous fight for Haney. A lot of people are saying Haney. I'm back in Norman.
Just packed out Tottenham Stadium, almost got the knockout against Eubank.
Conor win.
Last week,
Listen,
Conor win.
what champion has Conor Win beat?
He wants Devin Haney.
Listen, I know he wants Devin Haney. Listen, everybody wants Devin Haney because he's big.
Are you not impressed by his performance,
Is he
Bill?
big? Is Devin big?
He's not big for 160.
You know what
I'm saying? Like,
y'all are running out of shit to say. But one thing that I can say is that we'll go up to 160, 154 and fight up there while he can run his little no belt having ass down to 147 pounds. Because, listen, I don't know how you drop back and pass all those guys. Boots, Virgil, I mean, just to name, John Beck or something like that. Come on, man.
But this might be the biggest money fight, Bill. I mean, does that not whet your appetite a little bit?
We've been getting money since the 80s, man.
What's good, Just Do family? It's your boy KB. Back to get boxing is Just Do. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, turn that bell icon on so you can be notified when I drop more content. And do your boy a solid, make sure you hype the video so it can be spread across these YouTube streets, man. But let's get into it, man. Y'all seen it, man. Y'all heard the clips. Y'all seen it. Shots fired from the newly crowned WBO welterweight champion Devin Haney, man. We just seen him dethrone Brian Norman this past Saturday, giving Brian Norman his first and only loss on his record. And he went on the Ariel Helwani show, and you know he's been having back and forth with Conor Benn for some time now. And you know Conor Benn dismissed the thought of fighting him. You know, he said, you know, Devin Haney is scared of his own shadow, and you know fans don't want to see that. You know, Devin Haney fired back, man. He said Conor Benn is not on my level. He's nowhere near on my level. Can't even mention me and him in the same sentence. You know, he's far more accomplished and things of that nature. And look, Devin Haney speaking truth. And we've heard him speak about levels before. And, you know, this past Saturday, he spoke about levels and he showed it. But in this case, look, he's at 147. If Conor Benn makes his way back down to 147 from 160, and, you know, he puts his name back in the mix at welterweight, why not? I'm not against seeing the fight. I think it would be intriguing. It'd be interesting, contrasting styles. I mean, Conor Benn's a guy who picked up boxing around, I think, 16 or 17, so he's a late bloomer, and I understand why Devin Haney feels like they're not on the same level in terms of skill and accomplishments. You know, Conor Benn still to this day hasn't, you know, sniffed a world title. He hasn't become a world champion. You know, Devin Haney, you know, spoke about his 2 recent fights with Chris Eubank Jr., where, you know, obviously Chris was drained and, you know, he won the first fight and probably one of the best fights of the year. And then in a rematch, much different fight, you know, Conor Benn pretty much dominated very drained Chris Eubank, and it was obvious from the opening bell all the way to the last bell. He just wasn't the same guy, and he paid for it nonetheless. Conor Benn got his hand raised, and he won the grudge match. And now, you know, he's been going back and forth with the likes of Shakur Stevenson, you know, Devin Haney. You know, he's talked about fighting the guys like Ryan Garcia, Mario Barrios. So I think at the end of the day, this is going to get very interesting, man. 147 is not deep the way it once was, once upon a time. It's a very thin division, and I think it's wide open, and it's, you know, it's for the taking. Devin Haney has been moved to number 1 at welterweight. You know, he's finally cracked the pound for pound rankings, coming in at number 10 and replaced Canelo. You know, a lot of people are, you know, arguing and pissed off about that, but nonetheless, man, Devin Haney's earned his spot. He continues to prove people wrong. He proved people wrong Saturday, myself included, by dethroning Brian Norman and winning the WBO, you know, welterweight title, becoming the champion in his 3rd weight division. So, you know, the sky's the limit for Devin Haney. He's 26, 27 years old, still got a lot of his career ahead of him, and he has choices, he has options. It's good to see guys, you know, talking about Devin Haney, because not too long ago, they tried to write him off after, you know, the situation with him and Ryan Garcia. So now that Devin Haney is a couple fights removed from that situation, he looked a lot better against Brian Norman than he did against Jose Ramirez. And, you know, the Devin Haney chapter, the Devin Haney era continues. Devin Haney 2.0. Let's see what he's able to do. Let's see what his next fight is, when it most likely, if everything is aligned, the stars align, he'll be fighting Ryan Garcia in the unification. And I've said this for some time. I thought that that's a fight that the boxing world was trying to line up. And maybe we'll get to see the rematch, and Devin Haney will finally get his lick back over the cheating, lying, crying Ryan Garcia. But that's my thoughts. Get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about all this. Who do y'all want to see Conor Benn face if he comes back down to 47? What's y'all thoughts about it? Devin Haney versus Conor Benn, or Conor Benn versus Shakur Stevenson? I mean, boxing is just the wild, wild west. You just never know what you're going to get at the end of the day. And as always, man, y'all let me know if I gave boxing its just due, because that's what I do over here at Just Do Boxing. Till the next one, I'm out. Peace.